All right, here we are again. Yet another blessing of having a Team Strength United call weekly at 12 right now on Wednesdays. That's what works for us. Um, so where we're at right now, everybody is creating new rhythms. Let me shut my window. New rhythms to creating their compound effect. Um, I just want to kind of piggyback off of Steve's team call last night. I thought he did a great job. I loved hearing his story of how he was a streaker, and by streaker, he did not mean he ran around naked. He meant that when he found something that added value to his life, he was a streaker with it. Kind of like with me with health and fitness. That's how I've been for 13 years. That is probably why I do find disconnect with people who can't show up every day in their health and fitness. Like, it's weird for me, and I probably should be more what's the word, empathetic to it. But I'm not. Hence why I have you guys, because you ladies are women that refuse to not show up. And that's what I love about you guys. So I really liked how he brought up the compound effect. I've read that book several times, and today I needed some inspiration, so I went into our team page and pulled up the files and went all the way down to like the beginning and pulled up the Dropbox link and started listening to the compound effect, why I sat here and followed up with people and sent invites to my paid group. So in about 15 minutes, I sent 15 invites. And these were not just random invites. These are people that I've been conversating with from the beginning of this group, which keeps it organic rather than rigid. So this is why every day you guys need to be having conversations with people. You don't want anybody you don't want them to feel like you're trying to sell them something. It should never feel that way. If they feel that way, it's one of two things. That's their problem, or you really are coming across salesy, bottom line. So you want to make sure, again, with that intention, that you are in a good, genuine, organic place. And with that comes showing up every day in your business, just like you do your health and fitness, adding your people, talking to people. One thing that's really helped me with my rhythm is on days that I know I'm going to be busy, like the next day, I will double my ads and I will double my hey girls and thank yous. That way the next day I mainly just have to focus on the invites and I don't feel overwhelmed and I don't feel behind. Okay, so that helps me huge. What else was I gonna say? Make sure you're keeping notes in your notebooks of everyone who's saying no to you, whether it's finances or not at this time. And remember to invite them to your free groups and call it out like it is. If they flat out said they can't afford it right now, be like, hey girl, the last time we spoke, you weren't able to commit to my paid challenge group. I would love to invite you to my free group. That means no finances involved. It's free. Is this something you would like to do? It's 7 days. So I am piggybacking off of Marissa's free bod groups. And so far, so good. I've got 6 girls, I think. I have to look at my notes, 4 for sure that are going to do it. But the reason why I was feeling a little lack of, I needed motivation was I have started to impede into the territory of I'm running out of warm market. Therefore, I will be starting my ads next month. I'm going to start running ads. I'm going to be bold like Diana. I'm going to be bold like Georgia. And I'm going to start my ads in the UK. And we're going to go from there. I can't wait. I'm excited about it. Yeah, it's going to be a pain in the butt. But it's always going to be harder before it gets easy. It's always going to be harder before you see results. Just like, how you were talking about with Shift Shop. Diana, how you struggle. It's not supposed to be easy. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. Yes, everybody's doing Shift Shop right now. I get that. But are they truly doing it? Or are they just along for the ride? You know, are they truly submitting to everything that Chris has to offer? It's a whole mind over matter, and so is running your business. You can sit there and talk to yourself and tell yourself, I'll get to it later. But Steve called it last night. He's like, you won't get to it later. Bottom line, you won't. So Diana and I have talked a couple times at the Y. One thing that I really stressed to Diana was protecting her time. She was feeling very overwhelmed, having to answer messages. Newsflash, they're not going to die if you don't message them back that day. Okay? But what's going to die is your motivation, your passion, your inspiration, because you are going to reach a point in the day where you've had enough. And if you're in that state right now where you've had enough and you walk away for like 2 days and then you try to build back the momentum, you are severely behind. So sit down on your notebook, if you're not already doing this, and make a list every day of what you're going to do. Put the date on it so it's there. Ads. How many ads are you going to do? How many heys and thanks are you going to do? And by heys and thanks, hey girls, and thank you for the ad, or thank you for your support on my last post. I see that you've commented several times. Is there any way that I can help you in your health and fitness journey? Boom. There's an invite right there. Cross that one over into your invite too. Okay. Put how many invites you're going to do that day, and then how many follow-ups with your invites are you going to do that day. Okay. If you don't do this, you're not going to do it. Bottom line, you're going to come to your office and you're going to look at this and you're going to be like, yesterday was so hard. I had like 50 conversations and I'm so tired and nothing came out of them. Well, it's not supposed to happen overnight. Bottom line, because you know what actually came out of them? Relationships are getting built. Bottom line. Okay, so in order to protect yourself and your well-being and the energy that you're emitting out daily, you have to set boundaries up. I've had to literally shut this even when I get super motivated and I get that second wind on a weekend and it's 10 o'clock and I'm like, I could totally add 20 more people. I could totally message 20 more people. But then I have to sit there and I think, if I do this now, how good am I going to be tomorrow? I need to take my butt to bed. Okay? You guys are worth crap if you're not taking care of yourself. We all know this, right? As a mom, we know this. If we are not getting adequate amount of sleep, now that you guys have established your workout routine, if you're not getting your workout in, you almost feel incomplete, don't you? It's like, it's a healthy addiction, but it's a good one because we're releasing positive endorphins. So with that being said, I want to ask any of you right now, where are you struggling with keeping your rhythm, your beat? Where are the holes in your day? Raise your hand. Who, Georgia? Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll talk about, now that I'm doing my ads, it's exciting because I'm getting more cold market people, so before with my warm market, I was always so worried when I was having conversations with people about, okay, does Callie know this person or does Raina know this person? Because that's what I always ran into. It's like I would have great conversations and then find out later one of you two knew them. So now with my cold market, it's been going really good, but I find that it's still, they're the same as the warm market people where they have their excuses, and it's,
Okay.
You get to a point, to where they'll start ghosting you, and
that's when you message them and be like, "Oh my gosh, is everything okay?"
And that's when that's what I'm struggling with is, how to word that. I feel like I come across too pushy, and I don't want to, I'm still struggling with that part.
It's not your loss. You have nothing to lose by checking in with people. I did that last night. I sent out, I only got 10 follow-ups in yesterday, for follow-ups for invites. And they've all responded today. And they're like, I'm so sorry. I started a new class. What? You started a new class? What is going on, girl? Like, that's awesome. You have to do it. You have to do it. You cannot sit there and think, number one, does this person know Raina? Does this person know Callie? So what if they do? Because perfect example is Chelsea and I, one of Raina's clients, one of her rock star clients who should honestly be on this team because she is sharing everything all the time. She's amazing. This whole opportunity has turned her whole life around. She and I had been talking she was one of the first people I invited. But she went with Raina because Raina was local, right there. She felt more comfortable if she needed her. Bottom line is, it's a whole team effort. Do you see what I'm saying? So maybe you and I know the same, I'm just going to give a random name, the same Peggy. Sorry if we actually know a Peggy.
My cousin.
But I don't know that I know Peggy. So, but say we know the same Peggy. And you've been talking to her, but then she messages me and I go ahead and sign her up and you see her in the group and you're like, wait a minute, I've been talking to her. Okay. So one of two things are going to happen. They're either going to be the kind of person that switches coaches all the time. They have a coach. They're called coach whores, I like to call them. Or she felt more connected with me. We get to the nitty gritty of it. But there should never be any animosity towards each other because bottom line is we're a team. And if we're changing lives as a team, we are helping our team vision. We are helping change lives. We're helping the visions of people together. Bottom line.
Right.
So don't ever, you need to just like.
Well, I know I didn't have animosity. It's just kind of cool now with the cold market. I'm like, yes, someone I know.
Yeah.
You know?
What I'm saying is don't even second guess it.
Right.
It's like you and I know the same person. She used to live here. Now she lives back in Winslow. I'm not going to say names, but she connects better with you. I've been talking to her since day one.
Right.
She connects better to you. That's awesome. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't even want you to think, oh my gosh, does this person know? Who cares? Like, it's all about servanthood.
Right.
How can you serve them? The second
and also with the struggle I have is something you mentioned about we don't have to reply to them right away. That's where I'm like, oh God, I have to sit down and reply to this person right now because they just replied, they just answered my message, and I hate that. I I feel like I have to sit down, drop everything else I'm doing just to reply to them, or I'm going
to tell you how to handle that in just a minute, but I want to talk about the cold market. Okay. You don't get a response in 48 hours. You have every right because of what you do. You are a coach. You have a solution to change people's lives. You have every right. You're not offering a quick fix. You're not offering a pill to make them skinny and then 10 years later they want to sue you because they have holes in their hearts. You're not offering anything that's going to hurt them. You're offering them a solution to change their lives. Reach out to them. Say, hey, girl, or hey, whoever. I just want to make sure that you had a chance to read my message. I really hope everything is going okay. It's not like you to not answer me. Something like that. Cold market people. Hey, I sent you a message a couple days ago. I see that you saw it, but by chance, were you able to read it? Because if you have any questions, I want to make sure that I can be available for you, and possibly we can set up a time to talk one-on-one. Boom.
There, that's good.
Yeah.
See, I don't think like that.
You don't. And you're getting a lot of information from the places that I've felt, the valleys that I've been in before. Okay. Now, let's get to the whole feeling overwhelmed. I need to answer them right now.
Yeah.
I need you to categorize. Okay. Family comes first.
Yeah.
Always comes first. You answer them like that. Just like a text, just like a phone call. Okay. People that you have been supporting come next. People that have been in your challenge groups, people that you talk to weekly, monthly, people that are a part of your vision. Okay. Next, your invites. You've invited them. You had a couple conversations. Then all of a sudden, 2 days go by, they message you. Yeah. Great. Let them know. Like today, I had a girl message me about being in my free group. but it was last night. It came through last night, and I saw it this morning. Awesome. I'm going to send you a message as soon as I can.
Oh, okay.
So like I say, and then I write down, because if I don't write it down, I will forget.
Yeah, me too.
I have it on a Post-it, and I have it on my list, and I also put it in my phone voice message.
Right, okay.
I'm going to do that later on tonight because I'm tallying all day. Like I have another additional message to send out to another person. So instead of sending a message here, and letting it eat holes throughout my day, I don't have time for that. What I have time for is to sit down for 20 minutes and hammer out those messages.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, that helps.
So you have to categorize it. If it's if they're in the grocery store and they're panicking, just tell them to call you. Like screw sitting down and doing this. Just like call me. Yeah. You know, or if you have their number, call them.
Yeah.
Okay. Nip it in the bud right there. Last night I had one of my challengers that's doing round 2 message me. She hadn't got her containers in, and she was freaking out because she had a migraine all day and she didn't reach all her food. And she did her workout, and she knew if she didn't eat, it was totally going against the entire program. And I said, well, what are you missing? And she sent me everything via text. And I basically told her, okay, the rest of your breads need to go to eggs, put some avocado and cheese on for your fat, saute some spinach, do a teaspoon of coconut oil, eat some fruit, and then have a teaspoon of peanut butter for dessert. And she hit all of her things. But she went on to her Instagram story and just totally she was like, I just blew you up all over Instagram. And I'm like, what do you mean? She goes, you have no idea how much courage that took me to ask you for help. That's when we can take our clients to that place, that's when we know we're in a safe zone, that we can turn around and respond like that. You don't want to do it so early that they think they got you every single second of every day. Because then how is that going to show your future coaches what they got to do?
Right.
I don't want to be answering stuff all the freaking time. Like, they need to understand that they come first, you know, their family and they are kind of hodgepodge together. And then supporting clients come next, and then possible clients come after that. Bottom line. So, and if it's a friend who's a possible client, they kind of wedge in there a little bit more important. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they've already vested in you in some way, some form. They were already invested in who you are. And that's what I invested in Marissa as a person, you know, not just the products. And I already knew the products worked, except for Shakeology. I was totally against it. But like the workouts, I already knew they worked. So it was a no-brainer. What was hard for her was getting me to understand the importance of Shakeology. So, does that help?
Yes, it does. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Anybody else have any questions that are they're hitting a dead wall, maybe beating a dead horse, something that they can't just get over?
Me.
Go for it.
So for me, it's like having those conversations like with people that I haven't talked to since high school. Like I feel so awkward. Like, how do I get over that? Like, okay, this is kind of awkward. I haven't talked to you in X amount of years. And now I'm just like messaging, like, I know it's just a, hey girl, you know, type thing, but I just feel like they're going to be like, why the heck? It's just me like overthinking, like, oh my God, what are they thinking? I'm, you know, type thing. It just,
you got to stop.
Stupid.
You have to think, what is any different? You sending them a message, asking them how they're doing, than you running into them after all these years at the grocery store.
Okay.
Right there. There's nothing any different. It's not like you're saying, hey girl, you should buy. You're not going to say that.
Yeah.
You always look at their Facebook, see if they got kids, maybe they have all boys, be like, oh my gosh, I haven't talked to you since high school. I stalked, you know, quote unquote, stalked your Facebook. I see you have 3 boys. I have 4 boys. Like, that's awesome. We're total boy moms. What do you like best about it? You know, be genuine. Just like if you were to run into them at the grocery store or at the ball field, or, you know, you're not going to know anything about them. I mean, at least this way you can go to their Facebook and have a little bit,
True.
You know,
Very,
the only
very
thing you
true.
would know is if you ran into them at a sports event, you'd be like, oh my gosh, which one of your kids is playing? How many kids do you have now? Like, do you have one, two, like stuff like that. So every time you meet that fear at the front door, picture yourself at the grocery store running into them. What would you say?
Okay. Because, yeah, I'll, like, start writing the message, and then I'm like, no. And I'll just erase it and then just, like, stop. And I'm just like, why do I do that? And it just gets me so frustrated because I'm just like.
Yeah, stop.
Yeah.
Stop writing it. You're overthinking it.
Okay.
Way too much.
Okay.
Just nonchalant. You run into him in the store. Hey, girl, how have you been? What are you up to nowadays? You know?
Okay.
And then maybe you don't want to browse their Facebook. You'd be like, you know, I could totally sit here and Facebook stalk you, but I would rather hear from you how you're doing. You know, are you married? Do you have kids? What's up?
Okay.
There you go. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Oh, and I did find my Instagram thing. I put it back on my phone, and it's just tsamano52.
Okay. So you should probably change your name.
Okay.
Yeah, to something more that reflects your brand.
So, like, should I do, like, what I have for my like page, like my name that I have for my like page type thing?
What is your name again?
It's Fit Mama of 4 boys, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Connected.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
And then you can put your like page link in your bio of your Instagram.
Okay.
Like if you go live on your like page, you could put a post on Instagram. Hey, just went live. Link in my bio. That's one thing I've learned from Marissa.
Okay.
So then people get trafficked, because that's a word, over to your like page, and then they'll want to follow you there.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Awesome sauce. You good?
Yep, I'm good.
All right, Diana, you good? Hold on. Go for it.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, Diana and I already kind of talked a little bit earlier.
I have some, well, just for Georgia with your conversations with these new people, something that's what I've been doing more of, that I've been talking to more people, is taking the talk of health and fitness into more personal and talking more about personal stuff, like digging deeper, like finding out they have depression, finding out that they have this going on, and connecting that way. And then it kind of builds more of a trust with them. And it's not just talking about just, health and fitness. It's taking it more into relating to them and them relating to you, actually, because there's a lot of people you're going to find out. There's a lot of people that you're just not going to connect with. And you can tell right off the bat, you're just not going to connect with them. There's just nothing holding you there. So I kind of, I guess, subtly take my conversation like kind of off with them a little bit. Like I kind of still leave it like as an open thing, but I don't try to spend all day talking to them like I would somebody else.
Okay.
If you feel like you, like right away you instinctively get there's no connection there.
Yeah, I know.
And you feel like every time you reply, you're like totally forcing yourself because that's how you were raised to be a nice girl. Stop. Right there.
What do you do? Just stop?
No, you just say, all right, girl, well, I got to go. I got to run to the grocery store. It was so awesome catching up with you. Have a wonderful day. And then you're still going to be genuine. You're still going to be polite.
Yeah, right.
But the thing is as you're sitting here wasting your whole day talking to this person who you're not connected to, you have 5 other lives that are waiting to be changed.
Yeah. Okay.
Great ad, Diana. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
But yeah, that's pretty much, these are all really, really, really good questions. You guys did awesome. That just shows the fact that you guys are asking questions, Diana, you're adding value to the team call. I mean, it's telling me your actions right now are speaking louder than words, because you guys are running into problems. If you sat here and said, oh no, I'm good, you're not doing what you're supposed to do. It's just like in your workouts. Remember, when you start doing something new, you're like, oh crap, I really couldn't do that move very well. I kind of sucked at it. And then you message your coach, hey, what do I do for this modification? Da-da-da. It's the same thing. Put your business in your health and fitness. bucket. It's all the same. Apply the same showing up mechanism that you do in your health and fitness. And I don't recognize that number. And you're gonna be fine. I know, did you hear that? So just don't forget that. When you feel a lack of drive to want to bust out your day in your business, ask yourself, did I skip my workout? No. Did I eat like crap today? No. Then where does it say that I get to skip my business? Nowhere. That's why, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but in my weekly reminders, I always say, keep it simple. Do your workout, drink your shake, read a book, and invite. That's all you need to do. Now, mind you, there are going to be days where it's a little bit tougher, like you've got to create another group, or your like page, you really need to sit down. And by the way, in our team page, I put some information from Melanie Mitro on like page posts. Huge breakthrough in my mind today on how to guide people to your solutions, what you have for them, versus just, well, I am inviting, once a week I'm posting. And then I go through and look, well, yeah, you're inviting, but there's nothing leading up to it. So like, you guys really need to plug into what I'm putting in that group. Georgia, you're doing an amazing job. Thank you so much for that. Because I almost feel like I'm getting to know you better. Like the whole holes in your shoes. Like, I didn't know that. Like things like that. Like I freaking love that, But plug into what I'm giving you guys. Because I'm not just posting it. Like I'm not just like, oh, YouTube video on how to blah. Oh, that looks great. And sitting. I'm actually sitting there like I did. What did I did my, where is it? Clarity. I finally finished it today. And that's why I commented today. I sat down and did what Melanie suggested. And then I'm going to do the like page posts. I'm going to really think like, okay, I have this coming this day on this month. How can I guide people to where they need to go? How can I build my post on my like page? Again, you can schedule them out. That's the beauty of it. But I have found with scheduled posts, don't forget you did it. Write it down. Because I have done that before. I'm like, oh crap, I meant to share that on my personal page too at 7 and I didn't. So
I've been doing that this week leading up to Body Beast. I've been trying to kind of thinking outside the box of getting women to start thinking about weights and adding in facts, adding in transformations and whatnot about lifting weights, because I even asked a question to women, like, what are your, do you like lifting weights or no? And if you don't, what are your reasons for not wanting to lift weights? And I list like A, B, C, and D. And I've had some people comment on there, like, just what they think about it.
Like,
and so then I've been posting information about, weightlifting and how it's, so many benefits of it, to try to lead up to that Body Beast week.
Yeah, that's good.
I don't know. That's the only thing I could think of to do. Following Melanie.
That's good.
I'll see if it works or not, or if it helps. I don't know. But I'm trying it.
And just because it doesn't work the first time doesn't mean it's not going to work the second time. That's the thing, is you can't be so quick to quit if something doesn't work. You have nothing to lose. Remember the timeline of how long it takes for people to watch you fail and how long it takes for them to watch you succeed. Huge difference. Okay? Just, it's sad, but in general, people watch you to quit. I mean, Tiffany, you're still in the phase of your transformation where you've got, believe it or not, there are a group of women watching you going, oh, she's going to gain it all back. Watch, she's going to gain it all back. They're out there. You just don't give them any praise. You let them keep being negative and popping the pills to stay skinny. And that's where they're going to stay. That's where you have to rise above. That's where you start to generate your tribe. Diana, your tribe is you're starting to pull people. You are starting to attract your people.
It's been hard attracting people.
Hard.
It takes a lot of time to attract people to you. It really does. Like out of like those like 4,000 people that I added to my page, like it's like scarce, like of how many people like really are starting to like, and I think it helps when you message like all those people. I think it kind of helps to see like who you're attracting.
Well,
and they did a new module. They did a new module in module 7, which is like a what do they call it? A lookalike of those people who have liked your page, who've liked your posts, who've liked your videos. They do like a lookalike of all that. So it kind of almost narrows it down even further to like who you can attract to yourself. And it's crazy. It's like a lot, but
no, I totally agree with you, because I know, was it the second summit? Gary Vanderchuck was one of the speakers, and he said the best thing you can do for your Instagram or Facebook, your social media, is when people comment, freaking comment. Like, stop and comment. And if you don't want to stop right there, like, make a point at 7 o'clock every evening to scroll through and comment and say thanks, you know? And I don't know about you guys, but I have commented on a lot of people's stuff that I follow, and I get no response. And it kind of is like, I kind of feel like being like, well, F you then, you know? Like, I don't want to follow you anymore if you can't take 2 seconds out of your day to be like, thanks, I really appreciate it. I'll even click on their profile, because, you know, weird people will comment on your stuff. Like, there is a girl, I don't even know if it's a girl, but says she's in Flagstaff. I got a friend request from her, and when I looked at her profile, it said, looking to be pleasured in many ways, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, are you effing kidding me?
I get those all the time.
Yeah, I just deleted it. So before you're quick to comment on their stuff, like, thanks, check their profile out real quick. And then if it's not somebody that you think adds value or any connection, put a like or just no response. You know, this is where you have to be selective. This is where you start to grow more neurons in your brain. You start to be more aware. I mean, gosh, our generation, we're freaking nuts. Not only were we raised to be aware of crossing the street, but now we got to be aware of all this crap. Not only in our lives, but our kids' lives. So our kids think we're just dumb, but little do they know, us coaches, us Beachbody coaches, we're kind of 10 steps ahead of them when it comes to technology and social media. But anywho, that will conclude our call today before we get kicked off. Ladies, great questions. Diana, great ads. If you guys have any questions, don't hesitate. Ask in the team page or the team message forum. But keep doing what you're doing. Don't stop. Get better. Don't get worse. Don't get slower. Get faster, just like in your workouts. Get more reps in. Go heavier in your weight. Okay, same thing in your business. Trust the process. And then if you guys want to, start listening to the audio book, and it's in our file section of the team page. You can listen to it while you work. It'll give you like a whole boost, all right? Okay, I'm gonna let you guys go. Thanks guys for your time, appreciate it. God bless, ladies.